So to me, it's like if you can like show people that you care about them and value their work and align so that it's a good place for them to stay and make a career, you become more efficient, your quality goes up, you know, all these, your customer service gets better. And I and a couple partners bought a commercial cabinetry business in Richmond, totally different business. Virginia Millworks is the name of that business. They do plastic laminate cabinetry, solid surface countertops, more institutional, functional stuff. Very similar though, like it'd been around for 40 some years, older owner, great reputation, but he was running the business a certain way that worked for him as a 70-some-year-old guy.
For
like,
sure.
I don't want to grow. I want to make sure this doesn't collapse, you know? So like, okay, how can we capitalize this? How can I back? So I brought a friend in and backed him in that business, and same kind of thing. Like, okay, I'll do the setup, kind of the back end type of stuff. And I love construction related businesses. I do have kind of I don't think this is a unique thesis. A lot of people think like, oh, you know, baby boomers are retiring and these businesses are available, which is true. Often they're intimidating businesses to people because it's cyclical markets. It requires a lot of knowledge about construction and stuff like that. But I love those businesses. I love the kind of people who work there. I think the secret to almost all of those is reducing employee turnover and treating people well, which in most industries is normal, and in construction is like a totally foreign concept. So to me, it's like if you can like show people that you care about them and value their work and align so that it's a good place for them to stay and make a career, you become more efficient, your quality goes up, you know, all these, your customer service gets better. Like, it's a super simple idea, but I really love that, like trying to set that environment up and trying to help, you know, back these guys who I believe in and think they can really do a great job. So I'll continue to do that. That's totally opportunistic. I don't think it's shiny object exactly, because I have the same evaluation of it that I do with real estate, where I've got a benchmark of what return I want to see for different things. I want to understand what the range of those potential returns is. I want to think through, like, are there multiple tailwinds, you know, with those things as well? Like, what are the multiple catalysts? So for those businesses, this isn't being run very professionally, even though they've got a great reputation. They need to, you know, it needs to be run more like a business. That's one catalyst. It's also, you know, Richmond is a booming market, and Yeager and Ernst is up in Barbersville, which is near Charlottesville, but they can serve Richmond and Charlottesville. Great markets, like where there's a lot of need, and there's not a lot of people who are good craftspeople and who can provide this stuff. So I'll continue to do that stuff kind of as I see opportunity, partly because I really like it. Like I said before, I love to learn stuff, so I know a lot about construction, but man, you get into a trade and you're like, I thought I knew a lot about cabinetry, and it turns out like I didn't know very much at all. You know, like there's like massive amounts of information I didn't know. So just that learning process is super fun for me.
I think it's awesome. And it should feel very fulfilling, like keeping that skill set local. Like making sure that skill set isn't dying out. Like you're providing a good working environment for those people, or keeping them in that trade and not going off to somewhere else where then we're losing that art locally. Like I don't know. I think a lot about that. People who are able to run businesses and take care of their people and make sure it's a good culture and make sure that it's not just about like you obviously have to make money to stay in business, but the more money you make, the more you can take care of your team.
Yeah.
Right. And then it's 100%. All just goes like that. So
yeah, it's synergistic. It's not everything's a win-lose. Things can be a win-win.
Yeah,
you know,
for
creating a great environment, capitalizing business properly, understanding the dynamics so that one down cycle doesn't wipe you out because you're just like on a razor's edge.
Right.
You know, and like a lot of those guys don't run that way, and that's why their businesses are really tough places for people to work.